guys, Saseni Mambo 87. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ruth Kim. I'm a Kenyan currently living here in Germany, and on my channel I share my own experiences as a foreigner living here in Germany, information that I know, and I feel like if I share it out there with you guys, it's gonna help someone. Yes, sometimes I talk about Africans in diaspora, and sometimes I just want to have fun. So if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. I'm sure you're gonna find something that you're going to love in this channel. On today's video, I just want to talk about why we Africans in diaspora don't excel. You know, last time we talked about why most of us are broke. Today it's not about being broke. Today it's about why we don't grow, why we don't excel like other tribes, you know. Yes, that's exactly what I want us to talk about. And this is a channel where everybody is free to share their own opinion. Feel free to criticize this video as well, you know. Share those ideas and opinions that you have on my comment section below, and I'll be grateful and ready to go through each one of them. The first one is, we don't want other people to be better than us. For example, if someone comes here, join us here in Germany, those people who are already here, and those people have ideas, they have research, and they know exactly where they want to be, and the moment they land here, they want us to help them get there. So when they come here, we people who are already in the system, we don't want to help them because we don't want them to be better than us. You know, if we are just working at McDonald's, we want those people who come to join us to end up doing exactly those manual jobs, and they have the opportunity to be better people. But because we are, I don't know, we don't want them to be better than us, we just don't support them. You know, we don't help them out. Some people even have opportunities, like they have connection. They can connect those people to getting better opportunities, but they don't do that because they don't want those people to be better than them. And that's why I always tell people, especially those people who come with clean papers here in Germany, like legal visas and like au pair, FSJ, student visas, family reunion visas, when you move here, make sure that you connect with the right people, because the people who are going to host you are going to have an effect in your life. Those people who are you going to surround yourself with, they are going to have an effect in your future. So be careful. Be careful the kind of people you get into contact with the moment you get here, because if you meet people who are not ready to help you and they don't want you to be better than them, then you are going to end up being like them. Some people even came here with legal visas, but because they ended up mingling and being friends with people who don't even have papers, they ended up having no visas, because whatever they had, they didn't even have an opportunity to extend them, so they ended up having bad documents. You know, like someone comes here as an au pair, and instead of looking for an FSJ or how they can extend their visa legally, they end up going to seek asylum because someone somewhere told them that's the direction they took. So be careful the people you interact with the moment you land here. The second one, guys, is that we don't support each other. Let me talk for me and our people. The Kenyan community here in Germany, we don't support each other. Maybe someone wants to start a business somewhere to open an Afro-Kenyan shop, we don't support. Maybe someone somewhere is trying to excel in a particular business somewhere, we don't support. And most of us are not even happy when those people are excelling. You know, this is something that I have also heard from other black communities like Nigerians, Ghana. We don't support each other, and we are not happy when other people are excelling. You know, I have a friend of mine, and I always tell him, like, when we are both doing good and one day I come to you and tell you I have this business idea, can you give me like 10,000 or 50,000 euros? And you're just ready to help because you have the money. You see, if you're happy for your friend when they're excelling, when they grow, most of them take us with. You know, when you have a problem, you don't have to go to the bank to take that credit because your friend has it. So most of them will take you with them, but we don't support our friends. We don't. We don't have to support them with buying their product. We can also support them morally. You know, just being there for them, giving them a push when they need one, you know. And when your time comes, God is also going to bless you. You know, furahia beste yako akiendelea vizuri, so that when your time comes, people are also going to be happy for you. The next one, guys, is toxic parents back at home. So many Africans here are trying to excel, but toxic parents back at home are trying to take each and every penny that they try to hustle. I'm gonna give you guys an example with a friend of mine. When she was back in Kenya, she was working, but the mom would take everything, all the money, and only give her fare and something small for upkeep. That's an example of a toxic parent. And another one is the moment she moved here, because she's now here, the mother wants her to be responsible of her younger siblings back at home. Like she's supposed to do everything for the other people who are back at home, like take care of the whole community. You know, how are you supposed to survive here? And maybe you have your own family that you're trying to start, and you have the burden of supporting your community back at home. This is something else. And let me tell you guys, if you're a parent, you have your kids abroad, let them be. They are grown up. Just because you gave birth to them, they did not ask you to give birth to them. You did it yourself. You know, some mothers or some parents are like, you're where you are because of me, you know. And some of them want to live the life that they didn't live in you. They want you to do the things that they didn't manage to do. So these are all type of toxic parents. You know, sometimes we have to say no. And this is something that I was saying to a friend, like sometimes we also have to disconnect with those toxic people. And she was like, but you know, mzazi, a parent is a parent. No, when your parents are toxic, you can disconnect. You don't have to disconnect like cat, but don't give them information. Don't tell them how much money you make, what exactly you're doing here. Just, you know, tell less information. Don't tell them a lot, because the more they know, the more they're going to take advantage of you. And this is something that I'm going to tell each one of you. Maybe you're not yet a parent, but soon you're gonna be a parent. Learn to love your kids unconditionally. Don't love them conditionally. The only time when they are doing something, that's when you love them. Learn to love them unconditionally. So the next one is critical thinking, guys, and this one is almost similar to the toxic parents. We were never taught about critical thinking back at home. You know, like you're not supposed to challenge your parents or challenge your partner. You see your partner going down, but as a woman or as a wife, you're not supposed to challenge him because you're a woman. And if you challenge him, pastor anakuja. Yeah, you know, the Bible says this and this, the wife is supposed to be submissive. You end up staying there watching your man go down because you're not supposed to criticize his thinking, you know. And this is why I see, as a parent, me myself now, because I know better, I'm going to allow my daughter to ask me questions, to challenge me. Okay? And this is something as well you're supposed to tell your parents back home. Yeah? I don't have the money and the situation is like this and this, so sort yourself out. Give your own opinion. You know, back at home, this is something that as a child, you're not supposed to challenge your parents or the elders. But for example, here in Germany, even at class, you're going to see kids challenging teachers, because critical thinking is allowed here in the West. So this is something else that has been pulling families down. Not be able to challenge someone just because they are your husband or they are older than you. The next one, guys, and this is something that I've been saying in all my videos, lack of financial education. We were not taught how to deal with cash. We were not taught about saving, investing, you know, building ourselves financially or reading financial books. We were not taught that. And so the moment we move here, because of the toxic parents back home, every little thing that we make, we end up sending it back home. You know, at the end of it, we are only left with money that can manage us. You know, the rest of the money, we send it back at home. Those people back at home, they are not going to invest that money, so that money is basically not there. So you end up not having any investment, you don't have any savings, and you yourself, you're just living a miserable life here in Germany or wherever you are in diaspora. Let's learn how to educate ourselves. I'm not saying you go back to school. There are so many books that you guys can read about financial education. There's Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Richest Man in Babylon. You know, I have some of those books in my Amazon store. By the way, I have an Amazon store. I'm going to drop the link on my description box so that you can check that Amazon store out. I have a list of those books, and I have categorized my store in different categories, so you're going to see my favorite books and you're going to see those books there. So the next one and the last one, guys, is the Western mentality. You know, most of us moved here, and some of us even sold their properties back at home. They were doing so great because they just wanted to move to go abroad, and someone promised them the moment you land in Germany, you're going to find that job. So they gave up their good life back in Africa and they decided to move here. And the moment they landed here, the moment they landed here, they realized that this is not what they were expecting. Because one, they moved maybe with a visiting visa, or they were coming to a missionary like church thing. So they came here with maybe 3 months visa, and the agent, those people are going to mess up your life. They are going to promise you something big which is not there. Before you move, research, because if you come here with an illegal with a bad visa, the visa that's going to maybe to last you for only 90 days, and after those 90 days you're supposed to go home, and you decide to stay here, you end up seeking asylum, you end up getting depressed. Some people even took loans and they don't even have that chance to work so that they can pay back that money, you know. And this is why so many people end up being depressed. So before you move, research about the visa that you're going to use and how you're going to extend it. This is also something that I know so many people who are willing to work, but they can't work because they are not having that status to allow them to work. Yeah, and people back home expect them to be rich, to have a lot, to be successful, but the system, imewafunga, the system has tied them down. That's it from my side, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. If you have anything else that you want to add, put it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.